When I was 7, my older sister gave me a secret code. A teal bracelet meant get me out. I hadn't seen that bracelet in almost 20 years until I saw it on the wrist of her fiancé. My sister Maya was my hero growing up. Our childhood home in Ridgewood Heights was a battlefield of our parents' endless shouting, so she created our code. If she wore a specific braided teal bracelet to school, I was supposed to create a distraction at home, fake an allergy attack, accidentally break a window, set off the smoke detector, anything to cut the fighting so she could escape. She only used the code twice, but I never forgot it. Maya eventually got out. She rebuilt her life, a beautiful apartment in Lakeshore Valley, a stable career, and now she was engaged to Adrian, who seemed perfect. A little too perfect. He always spoke for her, always stood a little too close, his hand resting on her arm just a little too tightly. We were all visiting a private estate for their wedding venue tour. Maya had been distant for months, blaming work stress. But the moment I saw Adrian, my stomach tightened. And then I saw it on his wrist, tucked beside a luxury watch, that faded braided teal bracelet. Maya's bracelet, her signal, the one she told me she had lost. I pulled her aside before dinner. Maya, why does he have it? She froze. He found it. Likes the color? Her voice was lifeless, flat. She didn't meet my eyes. I looked past her and saw Adrian watching us from across the room, a pleasant smile on his face, his eyes cold enough to freeze bone. At dinner, he dominated every conversation. Maya gets overwhelmed easily, he said, stroking her hand. She needs me to handle things, right, love? She just nodded, staring at her plate. When she reached for her glass, I saw it, the faint yellowing bruise beneath her sleeve. Later, I found her alone on the balcony. Maya, show me your arms. She shook her head, fear overflowing in her eyes. You should leave. It's not safe for you here. Safe from what? Maya, he's wearing your signal. If you didn't give it to him, then he's sending me a message. Adrian's voice slid through the dark like a blade. A message about what? He stepped beside her, his arm wrapping around her waist, his fingers pressing into her ribs. She flinched. We were just talking about the old bracelet, Maya whispered. That silly thing? Adrian laughed, sharp, brittle. It's a good reminder of how fragile things can be, how easily they can disappear. He stared straight at me when he said it. That was when I understood. This wasn't a call for help. It was a threat. A warning. I own her story. I own her past. I own her signal. I didn't confront him. Not yet. That night, while everyone slept, I bypassed the estate's security system, a trick Maya had taught me long ago. In Adrian's study, the evidence was everywhere. Not on the computer, it had been wiped, but in a hidden encrypted cloud drive, accessed using a key. I found taped inside an old ceramic music box of Maya's he kept on display. The files were a nightmare. Edited videos making Maya look unstable. Recordings from her private therapy sessions. Financial documents showing money he was stealing, and a life insurance policy in her name, with him as the sole beneficiary, activated after the wedding. The final file was a video of Adrian, his mask fully off, his voice dripping venom. You'll sign your business over, Maya, or the world will see your breakdown. Your family will think you couldn't handle life, and I'll be the grieving husband, wearing your pretty teal bracelet. I called the police immediately. When they arrived, Adrian tried to perform. She's been so emotional, officer, but I played the video, showed them the insurance documents, showed them everything. His performance shattered. He was arrested for coercion, fraud, and attempted murder for hire. A week later, Maya showed up at my door. The teal bracelet was back on her wrist, where it belonged. She didn't speak. She just fell into my arms, sobbing in a way she never had, not even as a child. A month later, she mailed me a card. Inside was a new matching teal bracelet. It read, "Your turn. I'll be your backup now."